So check this out from the New York Post. The headline, we have two articles from them, but it says Biden keeps rewarding illegal immigrants for jumping the border. He sure does. All right. So here's some highlight overviews, bullet points. The Post, Jenny Terra reports that the Biden team has quietly closed some 350,000 asylum cases over the last 2.5 years, terminating the cases while neither granting asylum nor ordering deportation. This is a part of a loophole where you can like shut the case down and it gives them permanent status. The illegal immigrant is free to move freely around the country as if he or she was never intercepted at the border. Wow. Because the loophole allows them to not be deported, and I think the article actually touches on it, so let me not give it away. Don Barnett of the Center of Immigration Studies found that Biden has created at least 8 different programs that allow 3.3 million migrants, most of them illegal entrants, to get work permits and end running the laws that supposedly require a half-year wait before even applying for the right to work legally, with another 1.4 million cases in the pipeline. Now, that should be shocking because even Chuck Schumer recently came out talking about a labor crisis. We're not having babies anymore. So we need these 11 million people, like we need to make way for them to be part of society, essentially. So the article reads, it's hard to say which is more outrageous. On one hand, he's pretending to resolve dubious asylum claims while he's really just wiping them off the official record. On the other, he's handing work permits to illegal migrants he shouldn't even be letting in. Per Transactional Records Access Clearinghouse, TRAC, data reviewed by the Post, the Wipe the Record Clean program is accelerating since ICE Acting Deputy General Counsel Carrie Dole ordered a new approach in 2022. Under whose orders? Just 4,700 people saw their cases dismissed in 2020, then 102,550 in 2022, and then more than 10 times, that was more than 10 times the 2014 level. It was 149,000 the next year, and 2024 is set to pass that level when the fiscal year ends September 20th. So literally more than 10 times, as she wrote, over consecutive periods. Dismissed cases, though technically still subject to deportation, get cut loose, no longer monitored by ICE or anyone. It is as if you've entered the country without having been caught. The number of asylum cases okayed is also way up under Biden to an average of 40% approved. So 40% more approvals of asylum cases, which most likely just means an eradication of standards.
And those are the ones we know about.
Correct. With most of the rest dismissed with less than a quarter ordered to leave. A few of the fast-track work permits make some sense for Afghan allies allowed in after Biden handed their country to the Taliban and for Ukrainians temporarily fleeing the Russian invasion. But most of these go to illegal migrants from Colombia, Cuba, Ecuador, El Salvador, Guatemala, Haiti, Venezuela, Nicaragua, and Honduras under various Biden neighbor programs to quietly admit illegal migrants, as well ones from everywhere let in simply because they use the CPB1 app, to schedule their illegal entry. Bottom line, Biden continues to deny that the border crisis is his fault, as cities across America are overwhelmed by the unending flood of illegal migrants, even as he's making it far easier for illegal migrants to enter, to stay without being tracked, and to even work legally. So
all that to say, this is what people are fed up with.
Yes.
This is the charade of trying to go after Trump, both personally, try to get him removed from the election ballot, is really doing more damage than it's actually doing good, because that's 400,000 people that have gotten permanent asylum effectively because they're not being educated and removed. But that's the amount of people crossing the border right now is twice under any other administration. And so the amount of people who are undocumented who have come in, which we're seeing through the way of crime increasing, and now we're giving them access to our tax-paying dollars. We're paying them to stay in housing. We're doing everything that we should be doing probably for Americans who are already here, right? Yeah. Veterans that have served our country, right? Dealing with the homeless population. We're not doing any of that, but we're giving these benefits to these people who aren't even from here. I just don't understand that.
Do you couple that with Ukraine? I just saw something the other day, and I think I got it pulled in my notes somewhere, but it's the amount of money we spent on Ukraine, we've spent sending over there to them. that the homeless problem could have been solved a couple times over already.
Right.
There's enough money to cover every veteran in this country with a significant amount of money.
Right.
Just these kinds of things, and still have more money to do other things.